Hi, I'm Annie. Welcome to your short flow where we will focus on a feeling of surrender or of acceptance. My favorite physical manifestation of that is a fold. So we're going to do a ton of folding, of letting go, of releasing through the shoulders, from the heart, from your mind, whatever you're ready to get rid of, to surrender, to accept and move on. Okay, to start, you're going to find yourself in a child's pose. So if you are seated, you'll rock and roll yourself forward to tabletop and then take your knees wide, wider than your hips, toes to touch, arms reach forward, settle your forehead down to your ground, whether that's your mat, whether it's a towel, carpet, sweatshirt, whatever you got. Make a connection with your forehead to something. You stay here while you reach those arms forward. See if you can also rock your forehead a little bit right to left. Every inhale here, you are filling up with all the goodness you're about to put into your body. Every exhale is a slow, gentle acceptance, surrender, and release of anything you don't need to carry forward, at least for the next 10 or 15 minutes. Inhale, fill up with what you need, whether it's in this next few moments on your mat or for the rest of the day. Exhale, get rid of any of those emotions that feel sticky, that feel like you want to control them, and see what it feels like on the other side. To accept what is, to surrender that you don't have control over anything, and to just find peace where you are. Okay, if there's something else that you want to get out of the next 10 or 15 minutes, maybe it's a simple intention of peace, of presence, of surrender. Can you imagine that is a word, a feeling, a phrase between your eyebrows in your third eye center? As you rock your forehead left to right on your mat, you're still in your child's pose. See if you can soak that feeling in. Really physically absorb whatever that intention is. Deeply breathe for 3 more big breaths in and out wherever you are. And then as you're ready, slowly come back up to tabletop. Okay. Align yourself, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Find your neutral spine. So you're not arching your back, you're also not rounding. Find that spot right in between. Take your right fingertips to the right, your left fingertips to the left, your right fingertips to face you, your left fingertips to face you. Do that again. Come out in a reverse way, and then start with the left. If this time it doesn't feel good to take the fingertips behind to face you, you can definitely skip that part. Just take it slowly, find some ease in it, and surrender to what is. We use a lot in our wrists, especially during yoga, especially while we're driving, we're typing, we're working. See if you can find a nice little stretch there. Okay, the next time your palms are forward, you're going to hold them there. Spread out your fingers, send your body weight forward to the right and around. You're finding some big hip circles here. Be curious in the movement. If things feel sticky or tight, that's okay. That's normal. Accept what is, surrender what is not, and just be here now. Reverse directions with those circles wherever you are. Just go the opposite way. Move as big as you can so that it feels good on the joints. And then the next time you shift yourself forward, ease back into that tabletop. Find that spot where you feel nice and aligned, nice and stable. Walk your palms one palm print forward. Curl the toes, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Let your head drop here. You're not looking back so far that you end up putting pressure on your neck, but you're also not looking up to put strain on your neck. Find that neutral alignment where you can just surrender in your downward facing dog. That surrender for you might look like movement. You might pedal it out. You might shift your weight around a little bit, or it might look like stillness. Take a big breath in, big breath out. On an inhale, roll forward to plank, top of your push-up. On your exhale, drop to your knees all the way down to your chest. Slide your hands a little bit forward, a little bit wide, and press up to your cobra. Maybe that's a small press. Maybe it's a larger press. When you drop your shoulders away from your ears and open up your chest, you crack your heart open to acceptance, to possibility, As you drop your shoulders 1 more inch, you surrender to exactly where you are right now. Lower all the way back down. Curl your toes, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Now, you can pedal out the legs and take baby steps towards the top of your mat. If you're ready to jump there instead, you'll do that instead. Once your hands meet your feet at the top of your space, whether it's a mat or otherwise, your feet are about hips distance, which should be about 2 fists between the arches of your feet. Once you land there, surrender into that forward fold. Let everything hang. Give your head a shake, yes. Give your head a shake, no. And done, yes. Now your legs might be straight or they might not be. You could bend and extend. You could hold a bend. If it feels hard to reach the ground, you can take your hands onto something, whether it's a block if you've got one, a book, a pillow, whatever feels good here so that you can truly, fully surrender into this. Take an inhale as your half lift. Lengthen out your spine so that when you exhale, you can refold a little bit deeper. Surrender one more time. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank, top of your push-up. Exhale, drop knees, chin, chest. Slide your hands a little forward and wide. Press up to your cobra. Big breath in as you open. Exhale as you surrender down. Curl your toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. You might step or you might bend the knees and hop towards the top of your mat as long as it's quiet and controlled. Surrender into that forward fold again. This time, on your fingertips, walk them over to the right. So over towards your right ankle. Start to bend and extend through that left leg. Your head is still nice and heavy here. Notice the difference and what that feels like when you just walk your fingertips a little bit to the other side of your leg. Walk yourself through center. The hands go all the way to the left. This time, bend and extend through the right leg. Head still heavy, even if that feels a little bit more intense through the legs, especially those outer hips. Inhale, back center, half lift. Exhale, refold, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale is your cobra or any other variation you'd like. Exhale, you refold, downward facing dog. Last step or quiet hop towards the top of your space. Forward fold. As you take your feet to that hips distance apart, take your left hand center right between the feet. Bend your left knee. Right arm sweeps up to the ceiling for your ragdoll twist. If you need to bend and extend through that right leg, no problem. Take the right hand down. Same thing on the other side. Bend the right knee. Left arm comes up and open for your twist. Take both hands down. Inhale as your half lift. Exhale, you refold, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale as your back bend. Exhale, your downward facing dog. Okay, take a second here to breathe before we do a little bit of a flow. When you're ready for it, take a look at your left foot. It's going to plant and root right where it is. Right foot will step or slide forward. Pivot and plant the back foot. As you sweep the left arm over your ear, land in your warrior two. On an inhale, start to straighten the right leg. Nice and slowly pull that right hip back in space. Reach to the right until you can't anymore. From there, you hinge into your triangle, right palm, right shin, or you could take that right hand inside the right foot on your mat or even on a block. Reach up, up, up on an inhale. On your exhale, left arm sweeps across your face. As you walk your hands to the left, you find your wide forward fold. Now let your head drop here. You might even be able to come to forearms. Just make sure your toes are in line, and then you can certainly move in whichever fashion feels good. One more inhale in that wide fold. Surrender into it. On your exhale, walk your hands back towards the top of your space, towards that right foot. Right foot will join the left in your downward facing dog, and you'll do that same thing on the other side. Root through the right foot, slide the left foot forward, pivot and plant that right foot. Right arm sweeps over your ear, land in your warrior two. From here, the left leg straightens, left hip pulls back in space. Reach to the left, 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 left until you can't anymore. From there, you hinge into your triangle. Right arm reaches up on an inhale. Right arm sweeps across your body on your exhale. Walk your hands to the right, check out those toes, make sure they're in line, and then surrender into that wide forward fold. Notice how this one feels different than when your legs were straight. See if you can add a little movement to really settle in to this final forward fold. Let your head drop and hang. Take some tension out of your low back, maybe even through the shoulder blades. Big breath in. On your exhale, walk yourself back to the top of your space to that left foot. Left foot joins the right, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Take one more inhale. Your hips are high, high, high. On your exhale, drop to the knees and sit back to your heels. If sitting back to the heels isn't for you, no problem. You can sit on something, whether it's a pillow or a block between your ankles, or you can just take your legs to either side. Take one more inhale, drop the shoulders up, down, away from your ears. On your exhale, walk your hands behind you. Your fingertips are facing forward. You did all that wrist stretching, so hopefully this feels okay. Puff up your chest, drop your shoulders, pinch those shoulder blades together. This feels good. Settling into your hero's pose. You can stay here. If you want a little bit more, you might see if you can come down to the forearms. As long as you're not dipping or caving in through the chest, you're still pressing up and away. Surrender into the feeling. A little bit intense on the tops of your thighs. Perhaps take one more inhale. On your exhale, slowly press up. Use your core strength. Walk your hands in front of you. As you reach the arms forward, send your hips high into a puppy pose. Your forehead might make it to the mat like your child's pose. It might not. It should feel slightly different than your child's pose as your hips are nice and high here. Surrender into it as you reach your arms forward. Feel that length through your side body. Take a little tension out of your forehead, especially if it's making a connection to something and you can feel that tension. Make some space between your teeth. Unclench your jaw. Accept wherever you are right here, right now. As you walk your hands back to tabletop, you'll take your legs to either side. Take a seat, hands below your thighs to assist you as you slowly, gently, carefully round all the way down to your back. Once you get there, take the soles of your feet to touch, let your knees open wide, and then take your palms, stack them like a pillow behind your head so you're making a diamond shape with both the upper body and the lower body. Take your eyes either to downcast with your gaze hazy, or eyes can be all the way closed. Surrender into this moment. Allow gravity to weigh you down. Every exhale, your heartbeat slows. Every exhale, you melt a little bit further down towards the ground. All the while, that strength of the ground is holding you up from underneath. Moving in slow motion, your right leg and only your right leg slides long on your space on your mat. Your right arm and only your right arm slides long beside that right leg. Left leg and only the left leg slides long. Left arm last to follow. Let your feet open up naturally. Flip your palms up. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Take a giant inhale. On the exhale, surrender into your Shavasana. Start to invite a little movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. It might even feel good to do a full body stretch where you reach in all directions, arch your back, and then you'll rock and roll up to any seated position that works for you. Take all the time you need. Once you land cross-legged or whatever that seated position is for you, 2 final big deep breaths to close it all out. On an inhale, sweep your arms up, fill up your lungs at the top, open your mouth, exhale, sigh all the way out. Last big inhale, gather up all that awesome energy you just created for your day, for your afternoon, for your evening. Capture it between your palms and seal it all into your heart. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.